with SasquatchSensei.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. I'm SasquatchSensei. I'll be running Halo 3 on the recently released PC port. I'm joined here by a fellow gamer,
Dude,
bryonato.
thank you so much for having me. I have a lot. I'm really passionate about this run, and I'm really stoked for you. So good luck.
Yeah, man, I'm happy you're here. You can go ahead and start it when this hits 0. It's got a built-in timer. But yeah, I mean, this is directly after the events of Halo 2. We crash landed in the jungles of Sierra 117, East Africa. And it's swarming with Covenant, which are a bunch of nasty aliens. So
this level is extremely movement based and is really comfy. Like, out of all the speed runs I've ever done, this is my favorite first level to a speed run, like, period. There's just so many minor things you can focus on to improve your movement, and lots of little minor optimizations to work on throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you'll see already that I'm kind of bouncing around. That's a really good way of moving quickly. We call it slide jumping. So basically, every time that we jump, we can crouch in the air and land on a sloped surface and uncrouch and jump again. So it gives us a nice boost.
Yeah, and slide jumps, the timing is pretty lenient, but there are a lot of variants in the strength of the boost you can get, depending on when you release crouch and press jump. As well, it's dependent on the steepness of the slope, as well as the height that you come in from as well. And you can see he got
7.
7, nice. You can see he got a big one there. So you'll see sometimes little tiny boosts and other times quite large ones.
Yeah, and so coming up in this section, we do have a bit of a tricky jump. You don't have a lot to work with as far as visual cues. But, you know, you have to go for it. It's so early in the run, you might as well.
Yeah, this is a trick known as moose jump. If we miss it, it doesn't lose a lot of time, but it is a pretty nice optimization. Whoa, a nice slide. We're going to be getting right up on this rock here and then taking a very tight jump across the gap here. Nice, there we go. That's the first difficult trick of the run. That one doesn't look like a lot, but it is a very nice time save. And if you played Halo 3 casually, you'll remember that we're separated from Cortana at the beginning of this game. And she's trying to communicate with us from across the galaxy. And our introduction to that happens right up here. But actually, if we keep our hitbox out of the trigger for the moment happening, which we will do here by standing on 2 rocks in a very precise spot. So here, nice. And here we're able to skip the moment entirely. And I believe that saves, it's like around like 8 seconds, Sass, something like that. It's really nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just playing the floor is lava. We'll have a lot more of those moments later, and we'll be able to skip them. You can see that I'm combining like a nade boost with a slide jump. We're gonna start combining stuff. It's gonna get really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the damage boosts in Halo 3 Sandbox kind of play back into how effective slide jumps are. And we're gonna be trying to grab the brute shot here. This is basically just a grenade launcher. We're gonna use that with the slide jump here. Get a couple, okay, I was gonna say a couple damage boosts, but that one might have killed you.
It's happened. Yeah, just gonna do some fancy slides through here.
Also, shoutouts to the Banshee dialogue. We didn't really talk about that at all. That's an iconic moment there.
No, I mean, they probably couldn't hear us over there, so.
We're going to take a quick break to solve some technical issues, but we'll be right back.
I'll just pause it, Sass.
Oh, this is familiar. This is nice.
We have $100 from Chaos81G. They say 1 million hype. Happy birthday, Nikki. Thank you, Chaos. We are still $6,260 away from that 1 million goal. Thank you. Let's see. Paintball Bob donates $1,000 and they say, let's go Halo. Thank you, Paintball Bob. And yeah, happy birthday, Nikki, by the way. I'm sorry I glazed that over. It's Nikki's birthday. Can we get a happy birthday, Nikki, in the chat? Nikki. We have a $10 from Blubble Wubble, and they say, Halo 3, darkness, my old friend. Y'all are so clever. Yuzuki Yukari donates $999 with the comment B. Anonymous donates $250. They say, we have a $250 donation with no comment. Thank you, Anonymous, for that $250 donation. Anonymous donates $10, and they say, I donated a penny for every hour I spent on Halo 3 in the first year alone. Thank you, Anonymous. Whoa! Little Blue Bori donates $10, and they say, Chief, what are you doing at AGDQ? Sir, finishing this fight against cancer. Thank you, Little Blue Bori. We're going to go back to the run of Halo 3 with SasquatchSensei.
Hello, hello. I can start it when the timer hits 0. Welcome. I am joined here by fellow gamer bryonato.
Hello, Sasquatch. Thank you for having me.
We're back.
I'm super passionate about this run, and I'm super stoked to be here. So thank you.
First squad,
Yeah. So
move out.
Here we are in the jungle. A lot of nice foliage here.
This level is Sierra 117. This level is super comfy and probably my favorite. Probably my favorite. 6. Nice.
I'm so
dude,
sorry. I'm going to be doing that until a
dude,
million.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, we're just going to be slide jumping through here. Basically, what that is we can hit a slope surface and we can jump off of it. Get a nice little boost.
And there's a lot of variance with slide jumps as well, depending on the timing at which you release crouch and jump, and the speed at which you hit the height from which you hit the slope as well, and the steepness of the slope. So you'll see some slide boosts are 5. You'll see that some slide boosts are pretty large, while other ones are just small.
Yeah, it'll actually save a ton of time throughout the course of this level, especially during like the whole run. But yeah, if I was to walk all of this, it would take a significantly longer time to get
slide
through.
jumps are going to take or they're going to save a very significant amount of time throughout the course of the entire run.
But yeah, if you guys are wondering why Cortana moments happen during this game, why Cortana, it's because she's not with us. During Halo 2, the Grapevine took her captive. She's actually telepathically giving us like cryptic messages and slowing us down. So really want to avoid that at all costs. And it did contribute to a couple cool skips. Like we can skip over this one coming up here.
Yeah, so if basically there's just the hitbox, I guess, or the trigger box to start the Cortana moment sits on the floor, but if we keep Chief's butt above the hitbox for it to happen, we'll skip the moment entirely. And so you'll see this played out a couple times throughout the run, just kind of like a floor is Cortana moment here. So we're gonna land on that rock nice, and then just on top of that one, and that saves around 8 seconds. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, so this is where we're introduced to grenades on easy, and just immediately we can use them to our advantage.
Yeah, this is a really nice slide boost combined with an explosion boost from the frag as well, and you'll see a lot of Halo Sandbox plays really well back into slide boosts themselves, or slide jumps, I should say. Playing too much Titanfall. We're gonna grab the brute shot here. This is essentially a grenade launcher. We're gonna use that for a nice string of damage boosts along the wall there. And there's another really tight slide we can go for, combined with the frag here. Nice, very good.
Yeah, it's a little risky using a frag because we could use it later, but you know, I'll hope that I get one. Hope that I get a drop. Here's a decent sequence break. You're meant to go around and kind of just see Johnson go into this cave and eventually get captured, but we can actually get ahead of them doing what's known as gap jump. Very
That was a
creative
sick one too. That was really, really good. Yeah, you got a ton of distance from that.
So we're ahead of him. We actually need him to disappear.
Yeah, if Johnson doesn't despawn here, we'll actually soft lock coming into the cutscene, so he's despawned and we're good to go. This is probably this is where a lot of runs go to die. This is the spookiest part of Sierra by far. This is known as Dam Fight. And so how it works is we have to go over to Johnson to where he's trapped in the prison, and we'll have to release him from the prison, and then following that there are going to be a large number of enemies that we have to kill as quickly as we can before we can advance. Sasquatch is going to go for the patented Sasquatch slide here. Very nice. It's a nice slide jump that scared me. Jump through the window here and then release Johnson. He's going to use the lunge from the melee to try and get through the window there. That's a nice optimization. And actually, you can assassinate chieftains with a backsmack. Backsmacks are instant kills in Halo, even when he has his invulnerability activated, which is what that little shield was over him there. And so the only enemies we have to kill here are the ones that are pretty much already on the bridge. Any enemies that are scripted to come up to the bridge, we don't have to worry about. And so we didn't get a ton of good RNG with our with the ammo on the hammer that you can see in the top right there. So wow, that was really nice. So Sass is just gonna
great spawns.
Yeah, Sass is gonna kill everything as fast as he can here, and then we're going back across the bridge to where we released Johnson.
Do you guys know how Johnson got on the side?
I don't know.
That's incredible, dude. He must have done like a launch.
So this is a really cool skip coming up if we can get our shields up.
Oh
no. Okay, this is gonna be tight. So this trick actually gets harder the longer that you wait. So this is super unlucky that he didn't have shields for this. So he's gonna have to go quick, throw a frag, do the grab. Oh, dang. All right, so this is what I was talking about where that's so unlucky, dude. So that was a really nice dam clear, and this is what we were talking about. If this is where runs go to die. So we're actually gonna have to do this again. This is the only checkpoint you get through the whole thing. You can try and get a checkpoint right before the jump across the gap, but as they say, it do be like that. So
yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I definitely thought I had enough time to get my shields back there, but I guess I jumped again.
I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because that just gives us more time to get to 1 million, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. If you want to read off some donations while I clear out these enemies again, feel free.
Literal music to my ears. Okay, let's see. Varst donates $50 and they say $1 million hype. Thank you, Varst. We have Anonymous donates $500 and they say first time watching and this is awesome. Let's hit 1 million. I agree, Anonymous. Bookworm donates $25 and they say 1 million hype. Oh, this is a friend of mine, DoWolf, donates $100 and they say, what a mellow yellow fellow playing cello on the Trello and eating a marshmallow jello.
That's cute.
Thank you, DoWolf. A lot of LOs in there. Can I read a couple more?
Shouldn't have went for that. That was risky, but
yeah. Let's get this jump first. There we go, ending it with style. So that's a really sick skip. That's early Pelican. Generally, you have to wait for the Pelican to fly across and land above the bridge, but with a well-timed frag boost and a grav hammer jump, because the gravity hammer actually will boost you in opposite to the direction you're swinging it, you're able to get up there. It's really, really dope.
Come on, sir. I'll show you the way.
Yeah, so that barrel launch that I did was completely unnecessary.
That was all swag.
That's on a timer.
That was all swag. Yep.
You got to do it, you know. But you can go ahead with more donations. We're just like a couple nade boosts walking.
Cool. The Holiday Inn donates $50 and they say thanks for all you do. Unimus donates $25. They say amazing runner, great games. Thanks all for starting 2021 so positively. Yes, positive block. I love it. Thank you. What else we have here? $250 from Anonymous. And they do have a comment. They say, finally able to donate for a great cause. Stay awesome, stay safe. With a winky face. Ooh, sassy, love it.
Yeah, so we're walking into the hangar here. It's just an auto scroller. It's one of the only like spots where we can't save any time in Halo 3. But this level really picks up towards the end for sure.
Yeah, Crow's Nest, the first 3 minutes of Crow's Nest are a little boring, and then the next 4 are just some of my favorite in the entire run. So like this first segment is more or less an auto scroller. There's not a whole lot we can do to advance it. So we're just gonna kind of hang out and clear these waves as they come in. The only thing that really matters is gonna be at the very end when we're clearing the last wave of enemies that drops down.
Yeah, I mean, I could, like these grenades, I can, hopefully they're my path as I'm leaving, but other than that, there really isn't much to do.
Yeah, there's a little bit of setup you can do. You'll notice that we just grabbed a deployable cover as we came in. That's signifying at the top left there. You'll see that come into play a bit later, and we'll explain that as we're leaving the hangar. Sass is getting that cone out. Wow, is getting that cone out of the way because it can actually affect this. So this is the part that really matters for the hangar clear. There's going to be a series of enemies that drop down. Simple triple kill there. Melee headshot. And then Sass is going to try and throw this grenade at the perfect time here. So it kills all 3. Nice, dude. Well done.
Wait, and we had a grenade on the way out, so
yeah,
we're stacked.
Full on grenades. And so I mentioned that we just picked up a deployable cover. One of the new mechanics that was added in Halo 3 when it released was equipment, which are just different items that you can get and place down at any time. And you'll see that signified in the top left with that little symbol below the grenades. We're gonna, real quick, this is one of my favorite boosts. This is truck boost.
The pressure?
I love truck boosts. That's just great. So that deployable cover is going to be is an essential part of Halo 3 speed tech, and we'll see that come into play later. We're going to be jumping up, throwing the deployable cover at our feet, landing in it, and then every time while we're landing in it, we'll be constantly building up speed while standing stationary, and it'll launch us in a variety of directions depending on how we do this.
Yeah, DC launches can give by far the most powerful launches in the game for sure.
By getting 5 kills with that grenade there, Sass actually prevented more drones from spawning in. Wow, what a great drone room. Yeah, so normally if you play this, you're like, wait a minute, there's a lot more drones there. It's because that was really nice. Because of that 5 kill multi-kill, the kill-tacular.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
So first of all, we're just $3,220 away from $1 million, and I just got word that if we hit $1 million in the next 20 minutes, it'll be the fastest we've ever hit $1 million at any GDQ event ever.
$1 million GDQ, any percent speed run. Let's do it.
Any percent. We're speedrunners. Come on, we're literally speedrunners.
All right, so here is the first deployable cover launch. You have to watch closely here because this is going to be the first Cortana moment as well. So we're landing here. He's going to jump, place it at his feet, walk forward, and then we get launched sideways. You can see the floor spinning underneath us, or sliding underneath us like crazy. And now we just picked up the gravity hammer, which we're going to use for this. So Halo 2 has the energy sword. Halo 3 has the gravity hammer for the speed tech. When you hit an object in a specific area, specifically things like crates or that little grate right there, the force of the gravity hammer will cause the object to fling you in a direction. It's super duper sick.
So that skipped over about like 45 seconds of like saving Marines and stuff. I think I haven't played it in so long. For this fight, we can cheese it a bit and hop on this Pelican for a ride. I should mention that the reason we lived that DC launch earlier was because during Cortana moments, you're actually invincible, so it's nice quality. We'll use that to our advantage later in this level, actually. So
this is probably
2 of these guys. Oh,
yeah. I was just gonna say this is probably one of the hardest combat sequences in the early game by far to do. It's not like hard from a to survive it, but it's hard to do it fast.
3. That's $3,000 from the 1,000,000% world record speed run.
Did you get that stick? Yo, nice. That was awesome. Good stuff. That stick was so nice.
But yeah, this is where like extra hammer ammo comes into play because it is RNG with how much that we get if an enemy is holding it when we snag it.
Yeah, the highest
dumping ammo.
The highest ammo you can get is like 89 and the lowest is 50, and I think we had like a 77 hammer or something, so that's pretty nice.
This is one of my favorite launches. You can actually get one that...
Oh, get it.
Nope.
Oh, you're gonna die.
No,
Yeah.
and I didn't do that. So you can actually swing around that pipe. We call that pipe ride. But this is a cool thing that we would have skipped, so nice truck boost there.
I guess something we should mention with the hammer boost too is that if you go too fast, you'll actually splatter when you hit a wall. There's like a speed limit in this game.
Absolutely. So something that I totally forgot to do that I'll do right here is what we call pan cam. For very precise tricks, you can actually just do a button combination and it turns on coordinates.
You'll see those coordinates displayed in the top left there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the developers left it in, but it's awesome for tricks like this where I'm going for a backwards variant of the DC launch, which gives us so much power that we hit this load in the rest of the map, line it up to within, you know, a couple pixels.
Oh, I thought you hit it. Oh, I thought you had it. I was about to pop off.
1,000 till a million. 800 till a million. 600.
I cannot understate how difficult that backwards launch is. So the fact that Sass even attempted it in a marathon run is like just awesome.
Yeah, it's probably the hardest trick that is in. I mean, it's not in record, but it is. You know,
it's in your
probably the hardest trick. Yeah, in the run, I guess. I could go for sideways here, but I forgot to turn on the coordinates, so I'm just gonna.
We just hit $1 million.
Yes!
Yo, dude, let's go.
$1 million, 90% speedrun, GDQ.
Yeah, 1,000,000% world record right here, live. Awesome Games Done Quick 2021. Don't forget it.
I love your energy, Mello.
I'm Mel overloaded right now.
Thank you so much, everybody, for helping us hit 1 million. That is so special. I love that they came during this run too. Very fitting.
Absolutely nutty. But yeah, one more hammer launch and we're out of here. Hopefully I can pick up a plasma pistol so that I carry over these grenades.
Nice.
But, you know,
that's a really good launch too. Yeah, Halo 3 has some interesting things related to carryover. Certain weapons won't carry into the next level. So if Sass carried the, don't forget Pancam here. If Sass carried the gravity hammer.
What'd I do without you, Brian? I know.
If Sass carried the hammer into the next level, it would have reset his grenades. And grenades are pretty important in the upcoming levels, so. At least for the end of it. Are we taking?
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't carry over equipment. That would be awesome.
That would be so sick, yeah. Are we taking transport hog or turret hog, Sass?
We're taking turret hog.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
The more firepower, you know, it gets me going.
Yeah. This is a constant debate in the Halo 3 running community, is whether you take the transport hog or the turret hog. Their stats are exactly the same, but people are very passionate about this, to say the least.
I mean, it shouldn't be a debate, you know, it's pretty common sense.
All right. Okay, but.
I did get a grenade from that guy, so you'll see me like slaughter Marines, like it's just to get ammo, and you know I hate doing it, but ammo and grenades.
Yeah, so this is Savo Highway. This is primarily a driving level. There's only this level's like kind of a really easy level with a lot of random things that can go wrong at random times. Good driving in this game is pretty difficult to do optimally. We're going to want to be avoiding snaking as much as possible. Sliding back and forth is going to cause us to lose a lot of speed. And there are lots of, there's just like hundreds of minor optimizations that Sasquatch will be doing through here just to drive through as quickly as possible. I feel like the Savo IL record is probably like arguably one of the hardest IL records to beat in Halo 3 period.
Absolutely. You know, since we timed by the second, you know, it might be unbeatable. I hate to say it, you know, I don't know. It's super good. But yeah, you can read out some donations. We're just driving around.
Sure. Let's see. We have Professor Farnsworth donates $100 and they say, keep up the great work. I should just read all the hype ones. Okay. Wedgehead donates $150 and they say 1 mil hype. Fun Dad donates $15 and they say 1 million hype. Anonymous donates $250 with a comment. They say million hype. Thank you, Anonymous. Do I have time for some more?
I'd say like one more, yeah.
One more?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. I Big Blue donates $30. They say, you got this, Sasquatch. Silo clip first try.
Let's go.
It was close. It was close.
Kind of. I mean, we went through the silo. Counts. Oh, yeah, coming up here is we're intended to get out of our hog and walk the rest of the level. You could go and get a grab lift and do that, but that's also slow. So we're just going to literally drive across the gap here.
This is a very precise trick. Yeah. Oh, he got robbed. Got robbed. So you can see what this is a pretty decent checkpoint for this compared to some of the other ones in this game. But the idea is to shoot this gap in the barriers over here and then kind of steer to the right as quickly as you can. Very
there
nice.
We go.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And
Oh. No, dude. Oh, okay. I think I can save this.
What a
No
checkpoint!
way.
This is, dude. What? This is rigged.
Don't press anything. Don't press.
Can you like? This is rigged.
I'm getting out.
I have
All right.
never seen this before.
What?
This. Oh, wait. Okay, is that it?
I think I just go forward. No.
This has literally never happened before, dude. This is so unlucky. What the
Does
hell?
anybody have any ideas?
Let's see. Oh, can you like get it wedged and like nade boost it out? I feel like try driving forward and getting it wedged and then nade boosting it. I feel like you're getting so close.
You know what I could do?
You could double revert, right?
Well, I mean, maybe. Do I have? Yeah, I could. I'm gonna do that. I thought about jacking a chopper, but you know, we can just do this. So like, there's a system to where if you die 5 times super quick, you can double revert.
Yeah, it'll send you back 2 checkpoints, just a safety system in place in case you get a bad one.
Yeah, but that would never happen, right?
Why would? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Oh.
So we're gonna do lipless again, but ideally this time without whatever that checkpoint. I can't believe that, dude.
Should have grabbed the grab lift.
Yeah.
But there really isn't much going on with this level after this either. So if you want to just read some donations, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Chris Fleming donates $10. They say, for Halo 3, loved playing with my brother for years. Lou donates $25. They say, been watching GDQ for a long time. Halo 3 was my early teens and one of my all-time favorite games. Let's start that trip down memory lane. Let's go!
Go. Oh, you keep on going. There,
Okay,
there's
yeah,
not
sure.
much.
Seclusive donates $5. And they say, hashtag H3. The real question is, why is Master Chief in bounds?
Shouts to Seclusive.
We'll never
They're
know.
really, really good Halo Reach runner.
Here, this is a pretty important one. Fangamer donates $10,000.
Nice.
Hi,
Wow.
everyone. Fangamer here. 1 million hype? The enthusiastic wave of donations in the final stretch to 1 million has been amazing to watch. Let's keep it going. Be sure to check out Fangamer's official AGDQ 2021 collection. We've got a ton of great merch to let you show off your GDQ hype, such as the official event badge, now with a shiny foil upgrade, and the limited edition Finale game pin. We've also got a great selection of products featuring retro arcade floor pattern, including a face mask, desk mat, heat-activated color-changing mug, and scarf. If you're interested in learning more about speedrunning, the book Speedrun Science is packed with everything you'd want to know. Plus, it includes a $10 donation to the Prevent Cancer Foundation with each purchase. On top of that, 100% of the profit from our GDQ merch through the end of AGDQ 2021 will go towards supporting the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Head on over to fangamer.com/GDQ.
Shoutouts to Fangamer. That was awesome. A quick note, I guess, about the end of that level is that you probably saw that Sass only killed like 2 things and then ended the level. The only requirements for that last fight are destroying the shield and then also killing the turret, and that's it.
Yeah, if you go super slow, which is not going to happen in the speedrun, you actually have to kill the chief. And I think it's because the jetpack brutes from earlier influence it somehow. It's really weird set of parameters, but This level is notorious for RNG. Even the drive up with the Marine, where we were just sitting shotgun, that's total RNG. I don't think we lost too much time there, but you can lose up to like 10 seconds or something crazy. Off like student driver Marine over here.
Yeah, Storm is split up into two different kind of combat segments here. This is first lake bed. There are a certain, there's like a certain number of enemies, I forget the exact number, I don't know if you know Sasquatch, that we have to kill to advance, as well as a anti-air tank. So, oh, that's annoying.
It is a number.
Yeah, it's a number. Generally speaking, it's like you try and splatter 3 dudes on the way in, you frag those jackals, you kill the wraith, and then like 2 ghosts, and then once you get the loading done in the bottom left, you are good to move on. And then actually we can touch the button here, kind of like through the wall to open the door. That's pretty nice. Dropping a safety bubble shield there so you don't get hit with frags there.
Yeah, it's a really good spot to save it for, as you can see. Right here, you can actually stop at this spot, and you save about 3 seconds over just going to the door. It opens quicker. I have no idea why.
I literally just learned that now. I had no idea. So this is...
this...
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the worst. You can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, this is second lake bed. This is like the bane of a lot of Halo 3 speedrunners. There's a lot of variance, a lot of randomness in what can happen here. There's Halo 3 has a very big sandbox in terms of all the weapons and everything that, and the physics and everything that come into play, and a lot of bad stuff can happen here. We're just like the last lake bed, we're going to be trying to eliminate a certain number of enemies through each wave, and especially killing phantoms like you saw there. Nice shot. We got a little lucky with that Marine killing the grunt there. So what we're going to do is try and eliminate a lot of the vehicles in place here. There really can't be pretty much any enemies remaining for us to advance out of here. So this is going okay so far. When the next wave will be indicated by a phantom coming in from the top left. You see there's Sass looking for it, and so Sass is going to aim at a very specific spot and then shoot, well, generally specific spot, and then shoot as the phantom comes into view, and ideally gets the kill on both of those ghosts. And then from here, we're trying to use the missile launcher here to kill this phantom ASAP. This could be, and there drops 2 ghosts, which we'll try and get rid of 2. And ideally, if this all works out, the phantom will die, the ghost will die, and we'll hear some dialogue from Johnson indicating that we can advance. There's that.
Right, good. Yeah, our worst enemy here are like grunts hiding and also Marines rocketing us like that.
Yeah, and so what's happened here is there's somebody else that's still alive somewhere that we're looking for. There could be like a grunt parked somewhere and a ghost. There could be a brute or something like that. So there's one more enemy, and like you can. They have to hit. Oh, what the dude? What is this guy do? Yeah, that's what. So that's. You're really getting like Halo'd this run, I gotta say.
I know. It had to happen though. People need to see it.
Yeah.
So a very cool trick here. I'm sorry, dude. It's faster than I probably am. But like, so here's a huge trick. We normally like fight a scarab. We can like get this hog or mongoose, I mean, past this invisible barrier and past this table, and put it up next to this door. I mean, there really isn't much else to it. You can...
Yeah, this is a pretty... Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Clip right on in. It skips a big fight. We used to have to deployable cover, like DC clip through the wall, and it was really hard. So I'm glad that trick got found.
Yeah, it's once you know the lineup, it's pretty simple too. It's not a hard trick to learn. We're looking for a deployable cover here so we can go for another launch. Deployable covers can send you in a variety of directions, and we're going to be going for a sideways one here if we can find one. Any one of these brutes can drop one. So it is RNG. If we find one, it'll save a few seconds, not a ton. There we go. Okay, here we go. We're in business. Yes, I love this launch. It is so sick, dude.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So we stand at the deployable cover, and then walk out of it forward, and it launches us sideways. It is such a sick trick, and that saves like a little over 4 seconds, I believe. Looks really, really cool.
Yeah, and we just grabbed some plasma pistols. I don't know who designed this thing, right? But their own weaponry, and 2 plasma pistols can long range this guy. time it, aim it just right.
Very
We're out of
nice.
there.
Very, very nice. And now we're on to Floodgate. This is, I don't know about you, Sass, this is my favorite level to run in the whole game.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty much just storm backwards, but with flood this time. We're not gonna really worry about fighting them. We've got, you know, plenty of tricks up our sleeve. Just get past them.
Yeah, so
Super fast.
this level is pretty much just a total physics playground for both the gravity launcher and DC launching. Wait, the gravity hammer. Wow, my words are hard. So fortunately, there is a full gravity hammer right at the beginning, which is pretty nice. Sass is going to try and position this box in a generally precise area for it to launch him. All the setup still will save time because of this, as you can see. Super nice. And
Gotta thread the needle there.
thread the needle there. Yep. And now we're going to grab a couple spike grenades to influence this box to be at the right angle for us here. This looks like a nice landing. Oh, beautiful. Now we're going to try and get this.
That's ODST. That was a great run, by the way. Congrats, Rob.
Yeah, congrats, Rob, on that awesome run. Yeah, went for a cone boost there. Here's another box launch. And we're going to grab a deployable cover through the floor here. Very nice. And there's another floor is Cortana moment here. We're going to avoid this Cortana moment, ideally by landing on top of this box, throwing a grenade to shoot this box forward, and because we never go low enough, we don't hit the trigger for the Cortana moment. This is going very nicely so far.
For some reason, we couldn't do that during Storm, jump up on that second level and avoid the zigzag, but on Floodgate we can, so
This is the
saves a bit of time.
and here is the this is the trick that Floodgate is really infamous for. This is Shadow of Intent. Sasquatch is being a deer and using the setup that I found because I couldn't do the normal one. This one's so sick.
It's the coolest looking one, I think. Hold on, I have to set it up again.
So he's using the coordinates with the that are displayed in the top left to set up the precise angle here, and he's going to be doing a sideways launch. And this is pretty tight, and he's still saving time even through all these setups if he gets this correctly. Oh,
yeah.
You got it, you got it. Very nice, dude. Yeah, that looks so sick.
As long as I made you proud, dude. And yeah, we're right back to box launching here. No breaks.
Yeah, spike
This
grenade.
is such a fast-paced level.
Oh, that was okay. That was pretty good. Yeah, spike grenade breaks up the boxes there, and then you shoot it to influence it. Which one? What are you going for here, Sass?
I'll go for the pizza launch, is what we call it. So
Yes. All right.
the trip mine, you know, I guess you could confuse that as for pizza. I don't know.
Now watch this. Jumps off the trip mine in midair to land him perfectly for the next segment. Dude, that is like my favorite trick. That trick is the reason I started running this game. I was in Kronos' stream and he did that, and I'm like, okay, I'm learning Halo 3.
That's a really risky one to mess up as well. Because if you die there, you have one checkpoint during the entire level. And that's at the DC launch, the bryonato special. So would last like over a minute, so that's good we landed it.
Fallen is going to be tearing his hair out. Like, it's not a special. Those aren't base mechanics.
You know what? It is now.
Dude, this has been. Sorry, I was just
ahead.
going to say, this has been a sick Floodgate. You did so good.
Don't say that.
Okay. Yeah, this Floodgate has sucked, dude. Do better.
Okay, it
There
kind
we
of
go.
has. There you go. All right. So there's not much here. We think this is Cortana, but it's not Cortana. It's a message. And then we're headed to the Ark. So you can read out some donations.
Absolutely. Let's see. So Rob donates $25, and they say the real donation incentive is the world record GDQ 2 million any percent speed run. Kazpoo donates $10. They say, hey Sasquatch, really excited to see you run Halo 3 at GDQ. Hope you won't get paneled on the Warthog run. Good luck.
Oh no, Kaz. Thank you though. That was genuine. Yeah, we're just admiring the view, some dunes. You can actually hold interact to get out of here quicker. I didn't know that for the first couple years that I ran the game. Somebody's like, hey.
Yeah, there's quite a big, I would say, tonal shift, both in the run and in the game. Once you get to this level, I would say that Halo 3 as a speedrun is kind of split into two halves. You know, there's everything before the arc and everything after. It's the first few levels are, I would say, a lot more based around movement, whereas these last levels have a lot of very complicated tricks going on and a lot of combat optimization. So the arc is And these last few levels are all really long too. So the arc is both a favorite and hated by quite a few different runners.
Yeah, you can lose time in a lot of different places, and you can lose a lot of it.
Nice double damage boost.
Yeah, that's a difficult jump. I'd only say it's maybe like 5 seconds or something. But...
Are you gonna? Okay, that was scary. I was like, that dude's gonna murder you. So,
close.
Do you want to talk about deload, or do you want me to?
Well, I just want to point out that I'm not a psychopath, and then you can go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so we're doing this on purpose for a very good reason. So this whole thing here is going to be a setup for something called the God deload, ideally. So for how this works is we want there to be as many enemies on the map as possible. And so we're going to kill those Marines, because if we don't kill them, then they end up killing other enemies, which leaves her with less enemies on the map. So by we kill those dudes, they don't kill other dudes, so there's a lot of dudes. And we're going to be grabbing a ghost up here. This driving can be really tricky. That's a bit of an unlucky landing. We're going to grab a ghost up here, and when we're driving it, we're going to skip a trigger for other enemies to spawn in. And ideally, how this will work is once we're all done with this entire segment, there will be so many enemies on the map that for a huge fight sequence at the very end, almost none of them will spawn in. So you'll see that in play later, but just keep in mind that this whole beginning segment is kind of a big setup for a trick that comes in a couple minutes here.
Yeah, and the setup actually continues right here. By the way, I switched to mouse because driving a ghost, you can turn on a dime while boosting it. But like right here, I'm coming up on this ledge here so that I skip a load zone.
Yes.
Then we come back through, we'll hit that load zone, so there'll be even more dudes. So there'll be a ton of dudes.
This is probably one of the hardest parts of Arc, if not the hardest in my opinion. This is Dawn Clear. There are just a lot of enemies that we have to clear in this entire area. That's annoying.
Kind of a nice shot.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice shot. Yeah. So you saw Sass use the lineup there to line up a rocket launcher shot, and you guys have been using that strat forever, I think, too.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna kill this Wraith, and then ideally get rid of a couple of these sniper towers, or maybe one of them. You can leave like a couple enemies on the map here, but what's most important is you kill that brute captain over there, and then get rid of the ghosts and the Wraiths here. So this is a really complicated segment. You have a lot of ground that you need to traverse, and there were just a lot of enemies that are spread out everywhere.
Wasn't too bad of a fight.
Yeah, pretty average down clear, I would say. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, considering all the things that can go wrong there, that went solid enough.
So looking up at the scenery, this happens a couple times in Halo 2 as well, but we can get Dawn to come down maybe 4 or 5 seconds faster just by looking at it.
The sequences, it's too bad that we can't watch it, because this sequence is like one of the coolest in any game ever.
Absolutely. Uh-oh. The physics, you know, something to behold. Like I'm not a physics major, but
just casually losing like 8 seconds. Yeah. All right, so
this part is like really important to go as fast as possible, so that there are like enough people on the map.
And ideally, we don't want to run anybody over either. We want to leave all these enemies on the map like we explained. And so as we come around the corner coming up here, there will normally be a huge fight sequence we need to do, but if everything went perfectly, ideally both of the Wraith tanks that would be up here are not going to be manned by anybody. So let's see.
Oh, good.
We get it?
Yeah, I didn't even drop one.
Didn't even drop it. So yeah, this is the God deload. This is what all the setup was for. There are normally several enemies that you need to clear here, but fortunately for us, we're only going to have to clear a few. There's going to be a Phantom that drops in here, and by shooting the Phantom in the same spot with the fuel rod gun here, we'll be able to kill it.
I paused to get a quicker switch, because it actually matters how fast I go here, so.
And now we're looking for a couple ghosts. We only have to kill one of them, but if we can kill 2 of them, it's faster. We're trying to kill enough enemies for this door to open down here, and depending on how many enemies are on the map determines how often the game is going to check before the door opens. I hope I got that right, Savu. Shout out to Savasuka, he's the one that taught me about that. And so, yeah, this went about as well as it could. We killed both the ghosts pretty quick, and yeah, now we're just waiting for the door to open here.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
So we can actually fit the chopper in here. It's the perfect size. Unfortunately, it's the worst vehicle. It's so hard to control. People have, fallen off here so many times coming up. But yeah, we're just pressing buttons and kind of waiting if you want to read some donations.
Certainly. Let's see. We have Bean Andes donates $25. They say, I'll double my donation if you can do your best Master Chief impression. Go AGDQ. Let's see. What would Master Chief say? Something tells me I'm not going to like this.
Need a weapon.
Yeah.
But right here, it's on a timer ever since we left that door. Oh, gosh. And we're trying to board a scarab. This trick is really hard for new runners, mostly because of the driving section of it.
Yeah, there's a scarab that's going to come over the building up here. And so we have to get there really quick. Sasquatch does the stinky grab lifts right here, not the very cool frag fuel ruts here.
I'm gonna be super late. We're gonna have to.
Good luck.
You know,
good luck. Holy crap, this is gonna be tight if you make it.
Just kind of YOLO set up here.
Please make it.
No problem.
Oh my goodness, dude, that's so.
All right, so I'll show.
Oh man.
It can happen, you know. The driving's the worst part, I'm telling you. But here's the backup. It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, dude, so many moments like that this run. Holy cow. The fact that you got that close when you were that late is impressive.
But yeah, no, this is the perfect time for donations. We're actually just gonna wait for like a minute.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Let's see. Nerd Piggy donates $5. They say those wacky car shenanigans were so funny, I just had to donate. You got this, Sasquatch. Also, hi, Bri.
Hi, Nerd Piggy.
Let's see. Jackal2419 donates $50. Thank you to all the runners, organizers, and watchers and donators. Thank you, Jackal. You're one of them. Anonymous donates $25. What a fantastic GDQ so far. Keep it up. Best of luck to all the runners. McNuggets donates $20, and they say Poggy Woggy.
That McNuggets, thank you.
Stormy Shade donates $10. They say longtime watcher, first time donor for GDQ. Here to support Sass's cursed H3 run.
This has been cursed, but like you've also been executing a lot of really hard stuff.
So Arbiter's happy about it, but I killed that Marine because in the future he would have talked for 15 seconds. So it's kind of a
he would have
deal
had
breaker.
He would have had a dialogue with the little sphere flying around here, Guilty Spark, and so killing him prevents that.
Can I read another really sweet one here?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Anonymous donates $25. This Halo 3 run is great, and bryonato is an all-time fantastic commentator. Always excited to hear him at a GDQ event. Give this donation to brionato's choice.
Oh, thank you. I mean, my commentary is only supplemented by Sasquatch's exquisite gameplay, so.
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
oh,
really
stop.
shout outs to him.
No. We see right through you, dude.
By the way, Sasquatch, you made me a believer about the carbine strat here, by the way. That thing is the truth.
It was Sorix. It was Sorix.
It was Sorix. Okay, well, shout out to Sorix.
He taught me the way.
Yeah.
I'll also say we're about halfway to the Secret GLaDOS fight, and I want to be the fan game.
Oh, nice. Very good. I'm not sure what I want to do for commentator's choice yet, but I guess I'll have to figure it out.
I will help your sergeant clear the sky.
Nice damage boost with the slide.
Yeah, so coming up here is where kind of RNG starts to matter a bit. Oh, I'm hurt. Like there'll be these invisible brutes, and then just, it's kind of RNG where they'll be at. I have to kill all of them.
Yeah, and you can kill the chieftain right here, but it kind of messes up how the fight plays out after this, so it's usually best just to leave him.
It is faster. But I was not quick enough, unfortunately. Also, I have no fuel rods somehow.
Oh, did we not pick it up after the scare?
I think I was hot dogging around with the chopper, so.
Yeah. So we're going to throw some grenades at these dudes. This is going to be a bit of a scuffed fight to how it normally goes, just due to our ammo situation, actually. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to be handled. Nice, max back. That's a pretty predictable pattern that ammo completely. No. Yeah. That's a pretty predictable pattern that the chieftain jumps in. So if you get that animation, it's a pretty free back smack.
And they're BMing me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably worst case scenario for this fight, on par with how cursed the rest of this run has been as a whole.
Absolutely. So I think I might have taken so long that the jackals matter for this fight. So let me go over yonder and take out these jackals. They normally don't matter if you do it at even a reasonable amount of time, but you know.
Oh yeah, they made their way down here. I see.
Oh no, is there?
Oh, there's an.
All right.
Okay, there was an Invis guy. That's what it was.
Failure to count to 4. It happens. I mean, they're invisible. They're invisible.
They're invisible.
Okay?
Dude. Yeah, you can.
Like,
yeah, you get a pass for that.
All right. So we've gotten the map or something, and now we're gonna storm the Citadel.
Yeah, this game has a lot of callbacks to Halo 1. There's a lot of full circle themes in this game. So we were at the Cartographer, which is a very similar place that was visited back in Halo 1 in the Silent Cartographer mission.
Go, go, go!
So this is beach clear. This is an extremely tight and complicated segment. There's a really cool strat coming up here where we're gonna only kill so many enemies, and so by the time that the 6th one dies, we're gonna be looking right at the spawn location for the rest of them, so we get a huge multi-kill. That's a very difficult strat. We're trying to kill all the enemies on here as quickly as possible. Sass is like flying through this right now. There's only a few left, just some grunts and this guy. We're gonna see if any of the Marines left any grunts back here, and this went about as well as you can hope it would for a marathon, honestly. Yeah, very nice. Gonna swap out.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Ideally, the Marines would help out, but you know.
I feel like they never do, dude. Honestly. We're looking for a deployable cover here for a trick coming up later on. We didn't find one here, but there are several other locations in which we can. So we'd have to be. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna curse it. I'm not even gonna say that next line of commentary.
Too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of chances. So you know. Yeah.
Oh,
like
that's
a nice
what Halo does. I'm so happy they explained it. I didn't remember. Sorry.
A nice, calm, but also intense music. Yeah, go ahead with some donations. We're driving.
Okay. We have a $500 donation from Anonymous. They say pizza.
Nice.
Thanks,
I can get behind it.
$500 for the pizza comment. You earned that. Obsolete Ape donates $25. They say, let's pay a visit to GLaDOS. I hear she made a cake. Yep, I've had some. Definitely not a lie. Svetlana Del Rey, what a name, donates $25. They say, great job, guys. So impressive to watch and learn from you. Smiley face. Any smilers in the chat?
There's a really cool strat coming up here. Sass is going to wait for a visual cue with the loading done, and then do a frag boost into ideally a Spartan laser multi-kill. Nice.
I actually delay that to give me a little bit more time.
Yep, and it doesn't. Yeah, that was great. That was really, really good. We finally got another gravity hammer, which is nice. Still no DC, which is a little bit unlucky here, but we have a couple more areas to find one. And just in case it's not clear, by DC I'm referring to deployable cover, which is the thing we've been using to launch us throughout the game. Also, really unlucky hammer ammo, only 52. Sucks.
Yeah, if we had something to jump off of, like an equipment, we could have kept that box upright and used it to launch. But we'll do that on the way out of third tower. I think Johnson's taking care of second tower. We took care of first, and we're on our way to third.
And the reason that we take the Warthog here and not the Mongoose is while the Mongoose is faster uphill, as you're about to see, the Hog is way faster when you go downhill. So it actually saves time versus using the Mongoose at all here.
Oh, an interesting thing about Cortana moments that we didn't touch on earlier is that if you move diagonally, you can go faster.
Yeah, we did.
And the same applies for driving Hornets, or like if you're holding a turret. So once we get in the Hornet, we can actually go quite a bit faster just by moving diagonally. And we'll use that to our advantage for Cortana moments later on. So.
I love the
But,
song playing here.
This level definitely has the best music.
Yeah, one of the best Halo levels I would say in like the entire series.
But you can go ahead with some more donations.
Sure. I definitely missed these from earlier, but at 1 hour and 17 minutes into the last run, we had multiple comments that were for $117. Anonymous, $117, no comment. Zach D, $117, no comment. Drew, $117, no comment. I want to make sure that y'all knew that it was appreciated. We saw it. I just couldn't get to it. There was so much love happening at the same time. Slayer Varian donates $5, and they say, Halo hype?
Hopefully we'll get a deployable cover here. There's a ton of dudes. We needed that. There we go. We got one. Very good. A little tricky jump to get up on top of here to skip some padding. Nice.
It can be a little bit scary with all these drones shooting you. There is a way that you can do it without losing health, but they'll fly off after you kill a certain amount.
Yep. And so same story as the last one. We're going to be using the Spartan laser, ideally getting a multi-kill to kill as many enemies here, or kill all the enemies here as quickly as possible. This one is, it's a bit easier to actually kill the dudes here, but because some of them are invisible, it gets a lot more complicated. Nice, that was very well executed. Good stuff, dude.
Not too bad of a covenant.
Yeah, honestly. Are you going for the box launch down here?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
I thought about grabbing those nades, but too late.
Can I sneak one in real quick?
Go ahead.
$50 from Pellic. They say, awesome run, Sasquatch. Kind of looks like you're sitting in front of a giant green Ninja Turtle. Runner's choice, by the way.
That's exactly what it is. How did you know?
That launch is really scary, by the way, because if you hit that box at the wrong angle, you splatter the wall right there, and it loses like, what, like 20, 30 seconds? It's really ugly.
Yeah, that's never happened before. Didn't risk that. Yeah, so this driving could be a little scary, but once we get done with it, we really get to the cool part of this level, for sure. When we get to the Citadel.
Citadel, probably one of the most difficult areas in the entire game.
Gonna punch through the cliffs. That guy, not having a great day.
Yeah, this driving here can be a little tricky, like Sasquatch mentioned. There's just a lot of enemies, and projectiles influence how vehicles will fly through the air. So if you get shot at the wrong time, you can get flipped here really easily. And there's a very big cliff on the left that is very easy to flip off of.
All right, so here I'm gonna go for it once. There's not one, but two scarabs. And we're just gonna skip over them. With our handy dandy deployable cover, we can...
You're going for YOLO clip? Yo, okay.
I am.
All right, let's go. I'm hyped then. Okay, this is huge. If you, yeah, this is so sick.
This is super risky on multiple levels. One, the scarabs can shoot you. Two,
You could
two,
that could happen.
yeah. RNG manipulation. Now they're not gonna shoot me. The bug on MCC where I'm slowed down here. It's unfortunate. This is what you get for wanting maximum time save.
Come on. Oh, I thought you had it.
Dang
Oh
it.
my god.
No, that's not what we do in the run, unless we're super far behind. What we can do is actually kill the scarabs pretty quickly. It's about 20 seconds slower, and then we'll get a checkpoint, and we'll still go for the clip, but it's going to be a lot safer since we have a checkpoint. There's a lot of time to where we have to wait for the bridge to extend, and then have to walk the rest of the way, so it will save time.
I want to say on both of these DC clips, Sasquatch has gotten extremely close to getting it too. You get a ton of speed when you do a backwards DC launch, and Sasquatch has been like just barely out of that threshold. So this is going to be a lot safer, like Sasquatch mentioned. He's going to get a checkpoint literally right before this. He's going to melee here to delay it just a little bit,
And to get the screen shake too, off the screen.
you can see just how much safer this is.
Well done. Marines, kill both scarabs down. Well done. Marine,
Oh,
both scarabs down. Well done. Marines, kill the both scarabs down.
and just a little bit here.
Marines, kill the stragglers.
There we
Right, there we
go.
go.
Well done. Well done.
See, the angle was actually good the first time. And what would have happened is we would have gotten through and kept our momentum all the way to the door. But I adjusted it to make it a little bit easier and slower. But yeah, the idea is to, you know, keep your momentum all the way to this door here. Really nice.
Should be noted
But this
that.
is when-
Go for it.
Oh, no, this gets really cool. It's the coolest box launch in the round.
Yeah, good luck with this. This is the Citadel box launch. Very infamous trick. Okay, that looks good. Oh, perfect. Perfect, dude. That is so sick that you just hit that first try. Getting that like that, I cannot begin to tell you how many runs I have lost or anybody has lost to that launch. That was just like really well executed to hit that first try like that. There are so many factors at play.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I wish I hit that every time. So we're worried about a soft lock here.
Didn't
Okay.
get it. Okay.
Very nice, very nice.
Like for no reason you can get stuck in the black screen there. Mib special.
I'm sorry, Mib. The guy who found that, great guy. Great guy, love that guy. All right, there is a cool launch right here, and hopefully we can get one that's so good we skip over the next launch.
Good luck.
Doesn't look like we got enough power, but
Still a nice launch, still good. And ideally, if we have good RNG, there will be one more launch we can go for at the end of this.
if I get a checkpoint, okay.
Nice, good checkpoint. Yep.
It's kind of a tight angle. I think this might be a little off, actually.
Oh,
if I would
nice.
get a crazy good one, I would have died for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Nice little hammer to get yourself over that ledge, though.
Yeah, I'll take it. We can carry over hammer and grenades to the next level, so I'll save it.
Yeah, it's important to make sure that you don't have like you have to swap out the Spartan laser here. Otherwise, the hammer won't carry over, and the hammer is very important for this next level coming up.
Cortana,
Yeah.
the flood-infested high charity.
Yeah, this level, man, I don't know. I feel like opinions among runners is pretty split on this, but this level just has a large amount of Cortana and Gravemind moments, and the movement through a lot of them can be a little bit.
I don't know who is behind the door design, but you know. All right. So we're gonna use a grenade and some hammer to hopefully overlap two Cortana moments.
This is gonna be tight. But that looks good. I think you got it. Yeah.
So this is gonna allow us to skip over the second one. Yeah, there's so many that we're able to actually overlap, and there's another chance that we can do that coming up, but we'll have to do a DC launch and bounce around like the corridors.
Nice,
Get some
nice jump there.
Crazy launches. Or crazy bounces, I mean.
Yeah, this overlap right here is probably the most difficult. He's gonna go for a backwards launch. Oh, okay, so we got some. Is that enough?
It was close, but it's also delayed with a backward. So
Dang it.
even if I got past this, it might not have worked.
Right. Okay.
That was really close, though. That's pretty much right where you want to be.
That's about as close
get
as
it.
you can get without getting it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would just be icing on the cake if you got that in like a full game run. The run's not that optimized where you're hitting all these clips first try and you're hitting that first try. So.
Yep. And then we're gonna be refilling our gravity hammer. Fortunately, there's one on the ground up here. Yeah, this level can be. This level is definitely very frustrating casually, but it has some really cool speedrun tricks. That it's just unfortunate that they're placed in this level. There's another box launch here. Nice little bump, and then yeah, the sword you know helps us lunge forward and also one shots a lot of these really big enemies here.
Yeah, it's not quite Halo 2 sword flying, but we can do some time save maneuvers, you know?
Yeah, and we're gonna swap it out right away for a brute shot. Coming up here, there's gonna be another Cortana, or I forget if it's a Gravemind or Cortana moment, but anyway, there's another moment up here. And we'll be using the brute shot to kind of help boost us through it. And then right after that, we have a room known as Hell Room, which is a very difficult room. There's going to be a pretty tight damage boost, and there are just a ton of flood in here. Like anybody that played this game casually is going to remember this room in particular. Very, very difficult. Or annoying, I should say. Strat isn't like too hard, but it is difficult.
Yeah, it's a very large room too. Like going around casually takes forever.
Here's the
Thankfully,
jump. Nice.
do that.
You could just barely make that with a brute shot jump and a crouch jump, or and crouching there. And
So we could do a sideways DC launch here and save some hammer ammo, but I'm actually gonna save it for this really cool launch coming up, just in case I need to jump off of it.
meleeing here to delay the checkpoint as late as possible. This jump is really hard. Close.
It's definitely got a lot of variables.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen here, especially if you do the YOLO setup like this. But you know, it's a marathon, you go for all the cool stuff. That looks better.
I still didn't get really a powerful one, but I'll take it.
Nice equipment jump.
Here we're gonna do another overlap by hammer boosting optimally down this hall.
Yeah, this one could be a little bit tricky to get around this pillar that exists in the middle of this hallway here. But it looks like Sass got it, yep. And so both of these moments are gonna overlap, which is gonna effectively skip the second one. And using a hammer swing, normally you have to melee this 3 times. A hammer swing kind of does skips a melee right there.
Okay, so we got early movement, and what that means is that we can't go for this DC launch because we're actually not invincible during the Cortana moment. Don't ask me how it works.
I learned that just now. I had no idea. That's really interesting.
Yeah, there's some interesting thing about like the timing of when I grabbed Cortana, but now we have Cortana and no more Cortana moments, so that's good. We still have Gravemind to worry about, but
We need to buy some time.
yeah, normally I would have sideways DC launched down that hallway and used the Gravemind moment to save us, but
And this is what do they call this? The react? Yeah, just the reactor room. Just have to shoot a brute shot and an explosive at all these to make them explode, and then we enter. It's not timed or anything, but the escape sequence of Cortana. Standing here is actually, I don't know why Sass is doing this. These boxes can kill you from the explosion. Okay.
they're just boxes. What do you mean? How can a box kill me? What?
I was just waiting for that. I would say there's probably one more scary-ish trick coming up here. The main thing we're looking out for right now is flood that are carrying swords. And then also we just got to be careful about some of the carrier forms of the flood that can explode and damage us. The sword flood can one-shot us. And so there's a pretty tricky equipment jump that's coming up here. There's going to be a lot of flood around, so doing this all with a brute shot jump as well is just a little bit difficult.
So this is where we came in. Oh, I did get brute shotted at the last second.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Oh, this guy has brute shot ammo for you. That's nice of him.
So, yeah, if I somehow can get somebody to stand on top of this, I'll try it.
No way! What? I've never seen that backup.
We just had to get them a little friendly.
Dude, okay, I've never seen that. That was really sick. Oh, what a nice slide, too. That was sick as hell. Yeah, okay. I can't believe you pulled that off. And now we're gonna validate the run with Chap Special?
Absolutely, yes. Actually, I'm hurt.
Hopefully not die
I
to
can't go for
popcorns.
it. I'm gonna wait, you know?
Yep.
Corridors beyond this
Run.
Maximum time save.
Run validated.
Careful. I've got a friendly contact. Who would
But yeah, now we're on to Halo. Halo on Halo 3. I need to empty out my ammo to make sure I don't carry over anything. And you can read out a bunch of donations. It's pretty chill start to Halo as well.
A bunch, you say?
Go ahead, dude.
Anonymous donates $50. They say, Halo, yes. Cancer, no. Thank you, Anonymous. Let's see. Ultimate Draw donates $25. They say, $1 million raised in 104 hours, 13 minutes. A new PB. Hype? I don't know how to say this. G3LK _ JR.
Gelk.
Gelk says, hey, Sasquatch. Good luck on the run, despite being my relay enemy. Don't forget the checkpoint on Halo. Also, kill the popcorn.
Yeah, shoutouts to the Halo Run's legendary relay. That's coming up this Saturday. Should be pretty exciting.
Braver donates $50. They say, hey, Sasquatch and bryonato. Awesome to see you run in front of 80,000 people. No pressure. Here's to seeing if you can beat my world record IL on the final level.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Halo Runs Discord and all of its tutorials. Good luck on Citadel Clip.
Thank you, thank you.
There's a little trick.
Right.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, no, like instead of walking all the way around casually, which would take forever, we can just jump up on this spire and
It's
do this.
It's almost painful watching you get that smoothly. I don't know why. That is like the ultimate bryonato choke trick. I mess that up all the time.
Really?
It's embarrassing.
So I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Johnson decided. What is he doing? All right. So normally I'd kill him in a specific way. I might still be able to get it.
Yeah.
I wasted a lot of rockets. Okay, no, I didn't. But I want to kill him in a specific way. One, to skip dialogue, but two, if he falls off, then he'll open a door for me later. But we did get that. It's fine.
Yeah. Also, killing him there prevents from having to wait for him to walk all the way over to the other side here at the end of this fight. This is Spire Fight. I admittedly am not super knowledgeable in a lot of how this works in terms of like the randomness and mechanics there. I'm not sure if you are, Sass.
So it is random based on like how much time in between each spawn, but I can tell how deep we are in the wave based on what weapons they have. So I'm done with this, and I can focus spiders. I don't know what in lore they're called, but you know.
Yeah.
They look like spiders. And so once I kill enough of these guys, the second wave will start. And it's just 2 waves. It looks like I didn't kill enough.
Yeah, we're waiting for a line of dialogue from Brave Mind. Yeah, that one right there.
So this is uber slow. That's fine, that's fine. I mean, this is fast. This is good. Yeah, we have a nice setup here to optimally use our rockets and kill all the spiders.
Yeah, it should be noted
That's the
too
last
that
guy.
like the level, I'd say like the holy grail for this game would be a skip to this fight. It is possible to advance the game without doing this fight if you're able to find a way through the door, but without a deployable cover or any like reliable way to get out of bounds or clip through the door here, it's not possible. So Spire Fight skip would be like the ultimate find for Halo 3.
Absolutely huge. So that second wave was actually super solid and saved me back a lot of time. There's a chance that this second door can also be open.
To rebuild itself on this ring.
We're not sure why, but I think throwing a grenade at Arbiter kind of contributes to it. Now we're on to a boss fight where we can cheese it a bit.
Yeah, this trick is one of my favorites in the whole game. This is a really nice equipment jump off of an auto turret. The timing for it is very tricky. Best of luck.
I take no pleasure in doing what must be done.
First try, nice. Yeah, that's that's so sick. There's like an invisible
getting around
floor.
him skips a decent amount of like his whole spiel, whatever he's talking about. A good 7 seconds.
And then doing that allows us to set up for this shot here. Very, very nice. And then there's the next trick coming up happens right after we kill Spark. Sass is going to be trying to set the gravity hammer up against the door as straight up and down as possible. And Yuli has a limited time to do this, and if he's able to do it, we'll be able to grab the gravity hammer through the wall. That looks good. And they'll be able to use that to boost us after.
I heard something drop. I really did.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
No.
Is it on the floor?
That's okay.
Okay. Oh well.
No, it's gone.
Yeah.
I heard something drop during the cutscene. But yeah, it only saves a few seconds realistically. What I wanted to do is use it for something later, but don't worry.
Are you
about
gonna
it.
go for a second roundabout?
Yeah.
Can I explain what that is? Is that okay? I don't know if you want to, since it's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna skip all the roundabouts or try to.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Can you do second roundabout without a gravity hammer?
Frigate, we still have a chance.
No.
Oh, okay.
Find the
So for this
doorway
driving
to the
sequence,
sea.
Never mind.
okay, okay. There might be
I
something I
thought
don't
about it.
know here. Yeah.
Oh,
Generally,
we could try.
generally speaking, the gravity hammer is really nice for I would say a segmented strat called second roundabout skip, where you kind of park the hog in a really weird way near the middle of this driving segment, and you're able to actually hammer it over a big wall.
You get boosts off these guys if you blow them up just the right time. I'm gonna utilize this rocket here for a big boost.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
The end of us, Chief.
Oh, that's neat. You know, I've learned so much this run, Sasquatch.
I'm glad. So now it's for the most iconic. It's not over yet. These guys have killed me on a PB pace run. I hate to admit it.
Very recently, too.
That guy killed me. Don't say that. That's 20 years ago. Now,
Spartan, go, go,
here's the
go.
iconic Warthog drive, and there's some cool stuff we can do. Absolutely. So like, we're not going to skip over this first roundabout here completely. It's kind of possible.
Yeah,
But what we're going to do is skip over like the enemy spawns, which will carry over all the way to the next roundabout, which will help out a lot.
and ideally not to flip here. He's gonna let go of the gas like right before going off the. Oh, did you just gun it the whole way? Oh, okay.
No, I let go.
Oh, okay.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really nice. That was a great landing. Warthog landings can really save or cost you a lot of time, so getting a smooth one like that is nice.
So yeah, we skip all the sentinels that would, flip you over here. It's nice, it's nice. I wanted to go for second roundabout skip, but we'll have to drive through that one. It doesn't save much time at all. That one's pretty fast anyway. You want to get some donations in?
Yeah, great time for
Do
final
I?
donations.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. So GT Man Fred donates $500. They say, my wife and I love the week of AGDQ every year. I've had some extra time off banked from last year, so we've been able to watch a lot of games together with our 2 young sons. Thank you for everything y'all are doing. Also, what a better way to celebrate my birthday today than to donate to prevent cancer. Happy birthday, GT Man Fred.
Happy birthday.
I like this one. Owen donates $10, and they said, donating to a good cause. Nico, if you hear this while watching a live if you hear this while watching a VOD, donate to a live GDQ instead of just the archives once in a while.
All right, so we're coming up with the third roundabout.
Yep.
A lot of explosions, this is not a pleasant drive to work. But I'm gonna go for the hard one. I'm gonna go for the hard.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't back down.
Shoutouts to Sleepless Blue, who found this trick, who is literally in chat right now. All right, this is called Sleepless Thirds. This is hard. This is a really hard jump. He's gonna try and get the lineup just perfect. That looks good. That looks really. Oh yeah. Not even close, actually. Not even a little bit close. That's like, okay, I don't know if he made that look easy, but that is like super risky to do, because if you mess that up, you go back like, what, like a minute? Something like that?
All the way to first round. It would have been like 2.5.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Sleepless Blue.
Probably not worth it. Excuse me.
I can't believe you went for that in a marathon.
But that's not the coolest trick in the run. The coolest trick in the run is right here. And if I fail it, I'm not going to fail.
You've never done that
this
before. No.
This is the cool. No. Bully, but all right. Definitely not my PB run. Here we go.
Oh, you for a barrel roll. Oh, that's pretty sick.
Oh, no.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
The double barrel roll.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not even close. Not even close. I wanted a clean landing, but I'll take it.
Who? I don't think anybody would ever be on like potential world record pace and mess that up, right? That wouldn't happen. I don't think so.
Definitely didn't happen last week. It's not over. It's definitely not over until you're in the frigate. I've been paneled and.
Yeah, we didn't really mention that. So Arby's shooting at the Sentinels, and if he shoots one and it explodes, it can flip you. These triangular panels all have collision. The same ones explode every time, but where they fly in the air is random, and so it's super possible just to get screwed over by them. And that's happened to, I mean, like anybody that's ran Halo 3 has been paneled in some way or another.
It's not overkill at all. I think there could be more panels. But yeah, time is coming up when we enter the frigate. It's time. Awesome, that's Halo 3.
GG, Sasquatch, well run, dude.
Yeah, I definitely had a generous estimate. So I could go for the cool stuff. If you do it, without messing up, it's a nice run. It's really fast.
In the face of adversity, you pulled out a lot of tough stuff. So GG on that.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, AGQ, for having me. I just want to give a shout out to the Halo speedrunning community over at Halo Runs. Definitely, if you're interested in learning, just want to go check out the leaderboards. Definitely go to Halo Runs. Also, at any given time, somebody's streaming Halo speedruns, so definitely check out their stream. Yep, check out mine. It'll be awesome.
Follow SasquatchSensei. Please follow him. This dude is like one of the best in Halo 3. It's if you need something to watch during DGen hours, like seriously, hanging out on Sasquatch's stream, I've gotten to know him over the last few months since I started running this game. Has been like a real pleasure. So, and it's been like a real honor being able to commentate for you. So, thank you, dude.
bryonato, dude. Thank you so much for being here, dude.
Yeah.
It means the world. And I just can't wait to watch the rest of the runs. Thanks for having me.
Big GDQ clap in the chat for that wonderful run of Halo 3 by SasquatchSensei. That was awesome. I'm so impressed. How about a couple of donations before we move on here? Let's see. We have Sammy donates $50. They say, I remember taking sick day from grade school to take the day to play Halo 3. It was such an amazing day, and this game has always been important to me. Good luck on your run. Let's see. KR donates $5, and they say, Mello, I do like your voice. Thanks for hosting and hyping up the Halo. I haven't even played Halo, but the hype is real. The hype did not come from me, KR. That hype came from viewers like you. Hey, more great runs are coming up soon, but first, let's hear from a couple of our sponsors. Anonymous donates $25. What a fantastic GDQ so far. Keep it up. Best of luck to all the runners. All right, let's talk about the Yeti. The Yeti, an official merch supporter of Games Done Quick events since 2011. Over 1.5 million donated to GDQ charities. All profits from the AGDQ 2021 collection go to Prevent Cancer Foundation. The collection is available until January 10th at midnight. Get your order in before it's gone at www.theyeti.com. R-Type Final 2. Experience R-Type's explosive return on current platforms, where the frenetic action of the original games meets contemporary visuals and modern gameplay features such as the evolving enemies. Coming spring 2021. Learn more and pre-order today. NISAmerica.com/R/type/final/2. Folks, it has been my absolute honor to be with you for these last few hours. We had a lot of really hype things happen, from hitting 1 million to making that final push for the Halo 3 bonus game. And I just can't express how thankful I am and happy to be a part of this event with you all. Once again, my name is Brutal Mellow. You'll catch me next time during the finale. So I guess I'll see you guys in a couple days. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 Online, powered by Twitch. I am an eternal enigma. I will be your host for the next 3 runs coming up here. On the event coming up next, we have Half-Life, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Resident Evil 5. It's going to be a good block, and you better get used to me because you're going to be hearing me read your donations for a while. Again, just want to remind everybody and talk about the hype we just saw. We have already hit $1 million. It is the fastest an AGDQ event has ever hit $1 million. That is incredible. Give yourself some claps in the chat, but I'm going to throw something out to you right now. We hit $1 million that quick. How about $2 million? How about how quick we can hit $2 million? Just a little thing out there for you I wanted to throw. Just got a few more donations here. We got one here that came in through for our fantastic Halo 3 run. We had a few come in here. Or just in general, we had a $25 donation from Anonymous that pretty much hits all the points here. It says, what a fantastic GDQ so far. Keep it up. Best of luck to all the runners. I agree completely, Anonymous. Thank you for the $25. Now, we are currently getting set up for our next run here, and that is going to be Muti with Half-Life. But before we get to Half-Life, it is now time for our daily recap for Thursday. So for right now, we're going to talk about what happened today on AGDQ 2021 Online. So for that, I am going to introduce Fiesel, Kisaran, and Blecky. They are going to talk about Thursday.
Oh, my dear producer, can I get a drum roll, please? Oh God, my wrists are tired already. I can't do this bongo solo. She's so much better than me. How long does it go for? Okay, well, what an amazing intro, am I right? That basically just encapsulates the spirit and energy of Awful Block. And I know, Blecky, you're excited to talk about Awful Block, and Fiesel, you will also have some Awful Block stuff to talk about. So Blecky, let's just throw it your way. What really interested you from yesterday?
Awful Block was just so good this year. So and my favorite thing about it is it was educational. We learned so much. I personally learned how to escape from Alcatraz. I mean, let's show the viewers kind of, if they even never need to escape, how to do it. So if you ever come across a few guards here, one thing we learned is they're very vulnerable to butt punches. You just crawl up right behind them, smack them in the butt, and then just move on. Sometimes the kneecap, that's kind of a close second. And then so what we also learned from TBCR as we escaped from Alcatraz is just kind of like, Awful Block is always kind of a glitchy mess. But what you should really follow that up with, if you ever need to, is just position yourself kind of on top of like anything nearby. Maybe a quick butt punch first. But then just like position yourself right on top of a recycling can. Just kind of stand up a bit. You just go right out the ceiling. Like it's just that easy. That's how you escape from Alcatraz. Period. So I really, really enjoyed that we could like take that away.
I don't get why no one else got it figured out yet. Yeah. Like apparently that's super.
Seems easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think that like there'd be, Al Capone would have tried that, but. So another thing that I've never seen this before, we had a double out of bounds in this game, Vigilance. So let's see that. So we're jumping out. We're now out of bounds, right? We're out of bounds in this watery area. He's not supposed to be here, but he can't quite do what he wants to. So he needs to get out of bounds in out of bounds. So he goes through this. He falls through the floor.
What is happening?
Yeah. So he's falling out of bounds in the out of bounds. Now he's double out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds. Now he can go wherever he wants. But he still needs to, it's an objective-based game. So he still needs to run around, hit all these switches. So he's just kind of looking for these switches. And he's finding them. And then he has 3 switches. Then he needs to shoot this guard in the foot 6 times. And then just drop pick up the key that he drops. But he needs to do like a few save and loads in order to get that. I mean, Awful Block this year was just like a mess of glitches. It was so good. So good.
That's the perfect way to deliver a butt punch from below the floor, I would think.
But if we're talking about Awful Block, how can we continue without talking about Wand of Gamelon? It had so many incredible cutscenes. All I can say is it was good. Let's check out this one. So I don't know what was going on here. Can anyone help me? This guy, I don't know.
What?
I mean,
Does he have eye lasers?
The wolf with eye lasers. But I guess like that wolf. My biggest question, it raises a lot of questions, but my biggest question is, why did the wolf need to turn into a lion to breathe fire? Why couldn't he just done
it's
that?
a lion dragon, of course.
Oh,
yeah, of course. That's the excuse. We're gonna go with that one. What about you, Fees? I'm sure there's a lot that you saw that you really enjoyed.
Well, after seeing that, I don't know. All right. Well, so if you do like games with great cinematic cutscenes, then I don't really have any suggestions for you. But instead, I'm going to talk about Shinobi Legions. So this morning, we saw a cutscene percent run by Faust4712. And what I really like is these digitized photograph sprites. There's kind of this era where they tried this all over the place in SNES games especially. And I'm not really sure they achieved the kind of realism they were expecting, but they definitely achieved something. I mean, it's really, it's very, I don't know. It's unique though. You can't compare this to other things.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I like legitimately, this is cool to watch. And then you got this whole fight. Yeah, there you go. And then, but it gets better than that. It gets better than that. The real standouts in this game, I think, are the cinematic cutscenes. So let's see some of that there. Now, they aimed real high with these. They wanted a full action movie experience for the user in the video.
They're real people.
Oh, real. This is all 100% real. And, you know, considering what they were working with, I genuinely think they succeeded in making something special here. So, I don't know. If you missed this run, check it out because it's an awesome game plus this is like basically watching a whole action movie in addition to it. So look at that.
That was brutal at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, we said they were real people, but if you've been in Shinobi Legions, can you consider yourself a real person? I don't know.
I don't think you can consider yourself a real person until you've played Shinobi Legions.
You know who is a real person though? Lawnmower Man.
That's right. So that brings us to another game that you might have missed this morning, Lawnmower Man, because there was some kind of scheduling error and somehow this ended up in the awful block. So you probably didn't see this. I'm not really sure what happened there, but this game has got some neat looking run and gun sections and a couple of different modes of gameplay. But my favorite mode by far are these cyber sections, right? Remember, this is a Super Nintendo game. And I always found these like faux 3D scenes in SNES games to be so charming because you can tell they didn't really know what they wanted to do with the technology, but they were just super excited to do fancy stuff with Mode 7. So they just went with it. And I really appreciate that. You know, they kind of wanted a unique visual experience and, you know, give people something they haven't seen before.
Are you saying this isn't how real life looks to you?
It's 3D. That's what love is supposed to look like to you, right? It's like for the first time I get to see my purple tiny arms.
I don't know about 3D looking like that, Fees, but you know what was 3D? We had Halo 3 ODST. Ha, great transition. But there are a couple of clips I wanted to go over here. The ODST run was really, really well done. And this clip is a really good example of just how technically proficient our runner Heroic Rob was. This is on controller too. Like Heroic Rob's playing on controller. So there's a lot of like precision with his aim and his shooting that I just wouldn't expect from a controller. And I would expect it's keyboard and mouse, but just clears this section out flawlessly. Excuse me. And then not too long after that, he ended up doing another trick that was also just like technically amazing. So they needed to advance this mongoose to the end of this checkpoint. And you're gonna see him drive the mongoose. Eventually, it's probably like 10, 15 seconds from here because you're gonna see him hop out and do a bunch of stuff to get the door open. But eventually he's going to go for a skip where he actually uses the infamous grenade jumps that Halo typically has to not only jump himself, but also get the mongoose up. And if you watch the run and if you hear the commentary, everyone else was also impressed by getting this first try. And it's coming up right now. We have one bounce here. And bam, he's right at the end. Mongoose, which helps save time later on. Just overall, a lot of really, really high-level gameplay from Heroic Rob.
Yeah, that's going to invalidate the warranty on that for sure. All right. So what I'm going to talk about is another run that I really liked this morning. Glyph DX did a run of Link's Awakening DX. Now, this is a really cool game, a really cool run. It's just full of neat tricks and new strats. And so right away here, you see him drop into the final boss room. He drops a bomb in order to, during the transition, in order to skip the intro scene to this here. And he's going to manipulate the Aghanim fight so that it's no longer random. He does this by standing on exactly the right pixel for each hit, which manipulates how far Aghanim is going to move between each cycle. And how far Aghanim moves affects how long it takes him to move, which affects whether he's going to be shooting out a blue ball or a regular shot on the next turn. So it takes a bunch of, coin flip, things that you have to get right and turns it into something manipulatable, which is a huge help in this run. Very cool technique. And
wow, I
it's
wouldn't have
amazing
thought that you could manipulate that. Very cool.
Yeah,
I always thought it was random. That Hobbs and I got our butts kicked by that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. And like being the very end of the run, like that's the last place where you want a bunch of just random cycles from the boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a fantastic run. Go check it out if you didn't already. It's full of all kinds of tricks: super jumps, bomb triggers, rooster skip, Marin skip, anything skip, you name it, it's in there.
We shouldn't skip, however, some of the runs that are coming up tomorrow, because if you thought that yesterday was packed and today was packed, tomorrow is just as packed, if not more. There's going to be a lot of awesome runs that you all at home need to really just hunker down, get some snacks, get some water, stay hydrated, and just watch all these runs. So, Blecky, do you have any runs in particular that you're really looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. We got the Mario Land block coming up tomorrow. So it's Wario Land 1, Wario Land 4, but even before each of those, we've got a race of Super Mario Land 2. Now, this game, especially in the past year or so, has seen a lot of competition between both the runners as well as some folks that are no longer running it. But it's really been kind of pushed to the limits by these runners. And so it's really going to be incredible. I can't wait to see. I have to imagine it's going to be a close race, just given the nature of this game.
And I know that I'm really looking forward to the Warcraft 3 run. I love Covert Muffin. Covert Muffin's my boy. He's such a good runner. I can watch any run that he does without knowing a single thing about the game and not only get excellent commentary, but excellent gameplay. And this is also a campaign he's been trying to get into GDQ for years. So this is kind of like the swan song of Warcraft 3 for Covert Muffin. So definitely tomorrow morning, check that out, everyone. And you, Feasel?
Yeah, well, okay. If you liked the clips that you saw today, then I have a feeling Demolition Man is going to be right up your alley. So that's my recommendation for you tomorrow morning. And I don't know. The only caveat is you do have to figure out what the 3 seashells do. I don't think anyone's going to explain that to you.
Well, thanks for joining me, fellas. This was the daily recap, and we're gonna go ahead and send it back up to Enigma. Enigma, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I agree. This day has been extremely hype, but you better get ready for these next few days, especially this next one coming up. It is going to also be off the charts. Again, I am an Eternal Enigma, here to host the next 3 runs here on Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online. And we're currently getting set up for our very next run, which is Muti with Half-Life. We're currently getting set up for that. Real quick, while things are still getting set up for Half-Life, I just want to remind you of our next big bid incentive. Halo 3, we hit the bonus game. I just want to let you know that coming up in a few runs, we have I Wanna Be the Fan Game, which has got a secret GLaDOS fight bid incentive. We're a little less than halfway to that one. The bid incentive is $25,000. We're a little less than halfway there. We're currently sitting at about $12,100. So make sure if you want to see that secret GLaDOS fight, if it's met, Wolsk will show off the secret GLaDOS fight during the I Wanna Be the Fan Game run. It's coming up in a few runs, so if you want to see it, make sure. Uh-oh, I see a hype train in the chat. Now that a hype train's going on, I also want to remind you that all subs, bits, all of that stuff for the month of January, all sub and bit revenue that GDQ gets after what they have to take out for taxes will go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation for the entire month of January. Keep that in mind. my people know that I enjoy a good hype train. So I want to see that hype train complete level 5 as well. But also make sure you get your bids in for the secret GLaDOS fight, because I want to see that as well. We had a few donations, as we had at least one more come in here for the amazing Halo 3 run. Chat Noir sent along $100, and they said bryonato's commentary and Sasquatch's gameplay made for an amazing run. It was an absolute honor to watch it live and be able to see the moment AGDQ 2021 hit $1 million and hype for Half-Life. And speaking of Half-Life, we have $25 from Craig, who says, all hail the G-Man. And with that being said, I do believe we are ready. I don't believe, I know we are. We are ready for our next run of AGDQ 2021 online. So right now, this is Half-Life by Muti.